everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. We are back, and the last two episodes we've been working towards automating Vibranium, All the Modium, and Unobtainium. And we have them all, at least in some capacity. If we check out the mod here, All the Mods, All the Modium, as you can see, we've got a bunch of raw ore for each of these coming in. Some a little bit more than others because some are just a little bit more set up than others. Now, we're doing all of this with, and I'll turn on my night vision, with laser drills and all laser bases. We're nearing fully, automated or completed structures in terms of all this stuff. We have all the drills, or at least we can make all the drills if we need to, the add-ons as well. So it is just a matter of putting it all together. So I might work through that this episode. I'm not too sure what my full plan is here. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty to do, so I'll probably get started with this. In terms of what the rest of the episode will be, I would be lying if I said I didn't know, so it's going to be a surprise for both of us. Alright, I've ordered about a stack more of the drills that we can slap down. At the moment, I'm probably good in terms of it. Like, we've got stuff running in. I don't need these to be fully completed, although obviously I'd like them to be at least at some point. But for now, I think we're fine. I think we can maybe cross that bridge when we get to it, sort of thing. So, with all of our newfound goodies, what do we want to do? I mean, we've got a bunch of unobtainium stuff. Oh, I do know, actually. Hold on. Taman OG suggested the time in a bottle. So if you recall, we looked at this guy when he was added, time in a bottle, and he costs about 3 unobtainium ingots and a few other things. I think we've got pretty much the rest of the stuff. Oh, we had to do some mystical agriculture, which we can do, I think, quite easily. And then we're good. We'll have all this stuff running. Now, mystical agriculture. I'll tell you what. I do have an idea for this episode. It's a dangerous idea. I kind of like the idea of automating this guy. Now, we've done it in the past, and automating one of these, it's kind of easier to do. The trick is automating an expandable amount. Now, these can stack on top of each other. You can place an altar above and pedestals above, and you can go all the way up. I believe in All the Mods 7, we had a stack of 100 of these, if my memory serves me correctly. I could be wrong. Maybe it was a stack or something. I'm not sure. But we had a lot, was the main point. And I believe it worked. The problem is, if you mess up, like if you have 10 and it works perfectly, sure. If you have 100 and one messes up, you have to go through looking at every single one, trying to find like the missing block. And if you build them directly on top of each other, it's really difficult to find that one that's gone wrong. So I think if I were to do it again, I'd probably have a piece of glass or something separating each layer to make it easier to find something that's gone wrong in the future. For example, if a seed ends up here or the wrong item on the wrong level, if that makes sense. But I do like the idea of automating this. So, as nice as this location is to have the stuff, I feel like we'll move it. Or do I just automate it there? Or is that silly to have it automated right in the middle of our base? It's fun. Let's do it. Why not? Okay, so let me try and remember how we do this. I believe what I did is I would have the stuff go into a chest, right? We'd have the crafter dump stuff into a chest. And then we would almost have like some buffer chests, I think. Let me try and remember. There was reasons for doing all of this, so I'll just try and unearth them, I guess. So we'll have one chest here and one chest here. We'll place a crafter here for now. I don't know if the crafter will remain here, but just for the sake of learning, right, and imagining. So our items get put in here. For example, a stack of seeds and then other stuff. Now, what I could do is I could instantly filter out all of something. For example, yeah, you know what? I don't know if we did do filters, but regardless, we might do filters this time. Now, it is all well and good hiding stuff under the ground, but at some point, if we are going to expand this vertically, the stuff will need to be seen, right? But I think we can do that. So this will go under here. It'll jump around. And then I'll have this go all the way up here. So, you know, it'll be expandable like that, right? That's the idea. That's the concept. Cool. So, in terms of the pipes, we'll grab at least one pipe upgrade to work with at the moment. Chuck this guy in here. What is a good thing to extract? Now, Obviously, for most seeds, all we want to extract is the seed. So if I go through any of these and we click on the infusion thing, the prosperity seed base always has to go in the middle. That's sort of the trick with all of them. The prosperity seeds go in the middle, and that's that. Now, of course, there's some differences. For example, with the time in a bottle, if I can get that guy up and running, if I can spell, this guy's a little bit different. The speed augments from him obviously go in the middle instead. So is it as simple as adding prosperity seeds and that base to the middle here? Like if I just go add and search, actually I think I can just type prosperity seeds. Prosperity _ seeds. Prosperity. Am I spelling that right? Hold on. All right, well, I think I can just drag it in. All right, so what would it have been called? Prosperity seed base. I did type that in, but I guess you still need the front bit, which is just mystical agriculture, one word, colon, prosperity _ seed _ base. Cool. So we can add that, and that's obviously whitelisted to go down. Cool. On top of that, we can add in the other things for those speed augments. So this one, this one, this one, and this one, I guess. And so it should be as simple as just dragging that in, submitting, and etc. etc. So that one. Once again, I don't know if there's a reason to automate all of these things, but why not? Why not? While we're here, we'll get that done. So these are all whitelisted to go down there. Cool. Nearest first? No. See, here's where it could get a bit tricky. We don't want it to be nearest first. The reason we don't want it to be nearest first might make sense possibly. I mean, I think you can do nearest first. Let me explain my thought process, and then also I'll explain why I don't think it matters, but while we're still doing it anyway. If we do nearest first, and this guy has a seed in him, and the second one has a seed in him, the third has a seed in him. Let's say the 10th has a seed in him as well, because it's just 10 blocks that it has to fill up. Boom, they've all got seeds. These ones, they'll all get filled up in a row, but it'll be 8 at a time, right? So it'll fill up 8, then it'll fill up 8, then it'll fill up 8. And unless I have them outputting as fast as possible, insanely fast, and I'm guaranteed that they'll always be filled up, when this first one's done, right? Like when this first one's done filling up, it might put a seed in like let's say the 99th one. Let's say we've got 100 of these, right? Let's say it puts a seed in the 99th base, and it's got 1 placed, 2 placed, 3 placed, and then the bottom one finishes. It will leave 3 extra items in the pedestals, and it'll jump back to the nearest, which is at the bottom, and it'll start filling up there. Did that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. If it didn't, well, take my word for it, because we have built one of these before, and it was a bit messy. So I believe what we actually want to do here is a round robin. The reason being is it will be fair, I guess. So my understanding with a round robin is it will go in a specific order every single time. So for example, it'll do this one, then that one, then that one, then that one, and then it'll eventually come back to this one, regardless of what's empty and what's not. It'll just keep going in a loop. And if I apply that same round robin to these, right? And we have these with that exact same thing, it should be the same. For example, it will fill in 1 at a time, and it won't matter because that guy's filling up 1 at a time as well, which means, in theory, once it gets to the 99th level, it doesn't matter if the bottom one's empty. It'll keep round robining. It'll keep going to the next one and the next one, regardless. That's how it should work in my vision. Now, the follow-up would be... what would it be? What would be a good way to do this? Do I just run the pipes around? For some reason, I feel like that didn't work. I think it didn't work because when there's a second one here, how does the round robin know which one to go into, right? You know what I mean? Like if we've got another one there, it's going to go like here, then maybe there, then there, then there, and then it gets messy. So I think we may have even had like a buffer. I think these went into a chest, and then from the chest they went up in straight lines, right? All right, let's see. I'm doing a lot of like planning before actually trying it, but I think it's for the good, hopefully. So yeah, I'm not too sure the smartest way to go about this, but I have an idea, and I'm going to give it a shot, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to plan everything out, and then we're going to try once, and hopefully everything will work perfectly. Okay, so the pipes are connected. They're only connected to each chest once. And so now, if I grab that same little pipe upgrade out, and we hook this guy up, if I set this guy to do round robin as well, it should go into this chest, then that chest, then that chest, and it should evenly distribute every single item into each of these chests. And from there... Oh, this pipe is in a very annoying spot. It's not the end of the world, but it is annoying, regardless. What's going to be the best way to do this? I think the best way is going to just be to do this one on the side. And so I can sort of show you what I mean. And it is... Oh, it's that. Because I obviously want this to then expand up as that one does. And so it will extract from this bottom one and then go up. And I want that to happen to all of these, which means I've got to make sure that they won't interact with any other cable, especially for obviously expanding. And so this is fine. This can be here. No, because then that will be there. Hold on. Hold on. I've got this. I've got this. So just make sure things disconnect. Once the first bits are set up, once it's above the ground level, essentially, everything should be perfect in terms of expandability. This guy's a problem as well. How am I pulling? Oh god, this is horrible. Okay. Okay. All right. How do I do this? I mean, it's easy to do. It's just not easy to do. You know what I mean? Okay. It looks like a mess, but I believe I have done it. So as you can see, the main parts are each chest has one connection. It's not connected by this pipe at all a second time. It's all just one connection going into each. We've had to go around a little bit further at some other points, but that's all good. Then each chest and pedestal has its own other pipe that should only be connected to the pedestal and the chest, like that. And obviously the bottom one will be extracting, as you can see, not connected to anything else, and easily expandable without having to be like detached by anything else. As you can see, these can just go vertically up. They have been prepped for expansion. I believe I've done everything correctly. I guess we'll see when we get around this area. Yep, that should be good. That guy should be good. Okay. I believe I am happy with that. None of these should connect as they expand further and further up, which is obviously good. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Okay. Now, I will say, I would like to just maybe not have this be as ugly as it is. The pipes mod doesn't have a camouflage option, which is a little bit unfortunate because obviously it's going to look pretty ugly. We can, however, go around with floorboards, I just realized. And so this is actually going to be a really nice way to tidy this up. Because otherwise this would look absolutely horrendous. What I'll do just before we do that is I believe I will put pipe upgrades into each of these. And all of these ones are going to have round robin pipe upgrades too. So we're going to click on this. I only need 8 total, so we'll grab 7 extras. Hopefully that won't take too long. And so we'll place those in, set them to round robin, and then that should be perfect. This guy here, in terms of filtering, he'll be a blacklist, but it'll be exactly the same stuff we had before. So for example, the prosperity seeds is one of them. And so that's going to be in the blacklist. And then each of these things as well. So everything else can go through there except for this stuff. And then if we happen to have a different recipe, we'll just have to come to these first 2 chests with, or the first chest with 2 pipes to add something to the whitelist and the blacklist. But we won't have to touch any of these other ones. In theory, obviously. We've got to hope that everything works the way that I imagined it will. So we'll chuck that there, set this guy to round robin, and he's just good to go. Because anything in that chest already should be what we want, essentially. Okay. What are we thinking? Are we happy? I feel like I've done good here. Now, you might wonder why you need something like this scalable, right? Why do you need something like this that can go vertically up even to the hundreds? Well, I'm not sure for this pack, but I do know in All the Mods 7, there was some materials that were quite difficult to get. In terms of, sure, a quarry can get them, but even then it gets them like relatively slow, and you'd have to place multiple quarries. You'd have to manage them in terms of setting them an area, making sure that they've got enough power, doing all that sort of stuff. eventually you do have to turn to mystical agriculture. So if we consult the star, usually the dimensional seed is quite a hefty one. Oh, this looks awesome. What the? Miniature end portal, miniature nether portal, teleport pad. Yeah, we knew about that. But as you can see, like some things you need a lot of. Now, honestly, I think we've got all this stuff. Like 6 times netherrack isn't too crazy nowadays. But like 500,000, like dirt, for example. How much do we have at the moment? We're in like the mills of cobble and stuff. We could probably get that much dirt if we really pushed for it. But yeah, let's say something else, something in there that we don't have, like sand, for example. We could grow that. And if we wanted to scale up a farm with like a crazy amount of seeds, this would be a guy. We chuck in the recipe here, just a simple recipe, order 100 of them, it cooks them up. We can then make an insane amount of stuff. Even like ender pearls, sometimes there'll be nether star seeds as well. So let's say our wither spawner idea falls flat. We may have to resort to growing them. And then crafting them using this stuff. And so you're going to need a lot of seeds. Even Ethereum, even the stuff to get the essence to craft the seeds. You can craft those seeds with this guy. So there is reason to do it. I'm trying to justify my actions. All right, but right now, that is not the focus. The focus is we need more floorboards because our area over here is horrendous. I'll fill in the gaps for now. We'll probably replace this dirt with something different. Maybe. I guess it is like a grassy structure. So like it doesn't look too bad it being grass, but I have a feeling we'll probably do something different. But we'll do all that, and then that will just make doing the floorboards just that little bit easier, I think. So we'll go through here. Man, I love frame blocks. I don't say it enough. I had a I was trying to generate shorts, like the shorts videos on YouTube from pre-existing videos, and there's some pretty cool apps that can do it, like some websites online and stuff. One of them made a really good shorts. The problem is the whole concept of shorts and like the format. It's so like it's the complete opposite of what we do here. Like we do long form content. We do really long videos where I'm like just talking, having a good old time, and then shorts. It's all about like pow, pow, pow. It feels very clickbaity and very like disingenuous. But it generated the perfect one where it was I was talking about frame blocks, and it was the shorts about frame blocks, and it like adds the subtitles and all that stuff itself and cuts it itself, edits it itself. It looked really good, but I don't know if I just still couldn't bring myself to upload it because it felt so weird. It's such weird content. Anyhow, here we are. Do I want to fill this area in with grass just to like make this area? Oh, okay, yeah, the grass won't work. That looks hideous. Okay, yeah. All right, let's not do grass. I don't know what we'll do then. We'll probably replace it all with wood or something at some point. Okay, but are we happy with this? Do we think this will work? Well, let's grab glass. Because I think I do want to have, at the very least, glass in these spots, so that we have a guaranteed spot that we can see the item, right? So we'll have glass all the way over there, here as well. Do I want anything else around these? Like, do we want to place... we could even do walls. I'm trying to think of what would be a fun item to have around here. Honestly, as odd as it is, I feel like Greg Tech cables could look really cool here. I know it's very weird, but I think it could. Like, if I get some 8 times cables, some Greg Tech 8 times... What do we have? Tin? I think we can do that, right? Tin wire? Yeah, we can make that happen. All right, let me order some of this stuff. Let me get all that stuff made. And let me see if I can put this together. So 8 times tin wire. And then we get this stuff. And we can make tin cable. Right? How big is this? Okay, that's a little bit too big. We can definitely take this down a notch. Okay, maybe we can't. Let's go for the 4 times. 4 times tin cable. We've got the tin wire. Can I craft like 10 of you? How difficult is that? That shouldn't be too hard, right? Just a couple of stuff. But what I'm thinking is, this thing, it doesn't need to be able to connect to something. if I grab the wire cutters from this mod, I guess they were being used or something. You can specify, like I can shift right click that side and then shift right click this side and it will connect. Now it'll take a little while, I think because I'm on a server. Let's go back to wire, 4 times wire. But at some point it will connect and it should look quite nice. So I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to right click these spots. I'm going to take my time as I do it to make sure that any delay with me and the server, happens, or me and the mod, whatever it happens to be. And we'll come back and we'll have a look at it. So I'm going to, the thing is I don't want to waste too much time doing this if it ends up not looking good. And it's a very weird choice to have. But I kind of feel like it'll connect them all, you know what I mean? And that might look nice. Maybe. Yeah, like look. Exactly like that. And then this one should connect. And they should look cool. Oh, you know what would almost work better? Pipes. Not only pipes, but, hear me out, have these be tanks with pipes, right? Because then the pipes will connect to the tanks. Like I'm just talking some good old fashioned create pipes. And then maybe even, I know there's a few mods that add like proper like glass looking tanks. Yeah, like some of these things. Some railcraft tanks or something. Even singularity tanks. These ones, I mean, they're pretty clear. What would be a good one? I like the look of these, but I also last second saw this one, the Skystone one. They're not a bad idea. I'm not opposed to those ones. Singularity tank though, if I was to replace the glass with these, then you can still see in, and then we can also connect pipes to them. Now, yeah, once again, in terms of the pipes, I don't know what effect they'll add. They definitely won't add any functionality, but I don't know, guys. I feel like it'll look cool. Am I crazy in thinking that? Let me get 1000 iron real quick. You know what? These pipes are going to look weird going all around the joint. Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll try something else, because if all the cables were perfectly behind the thing, it would work. But like already on this corner one, it's going to look weird. This one's over here instead of there because that guy's there. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I talked myself out of it. Everything's fine. We'll go back to glass. It was a waste of time, but it wasn't. You know, we learned. We learned. Everything's fine. Okay, cool. So above these, if we search at mystical, then we would want some more of these and some more of all that stuff. I am annoyed by everything here. Red, we've got plenty of red dye, so we can do that. So we'll do some red wool. I'll go ahead and, make, 8 of these? I'll grab 9. I'm sure we need more. At mystical, so we'll make gold as well. Of course we don't have gold. How do we not have gold? 1000 gold, please. Come on, make it snappy. At mystical. So we would like 8 of these. That's easily done. And then 1 of these. Thank you. And so then, to expand this guy to work with 2 of them, as you can see, we just do that. We make sure we don't accidentally place one where it shouldn't go. And then boom and boom. Cool. Everything's connected. Everything should be viewable. All we need to do now is hook this guy up, whether we hook him up here, which isn't a bad idea, or whether we hook him up back at the base by entangling him with some entangled blocks, which also doesn't sound like a bad idea either. Bad idea? Bad idea. All right, entangled. Can I get 10 of you? No. We have some stuff to automate. Let's go ahead and automate the crushing of this stuff with this recipe right here. So bookmarking the dust, and I'm going to want to do that for all these. Bookmark the dust and bookmark the dust because we want to do a processing upgrade or a processing recipe, sorry, that says 1 of you equals 2 of you, and then we'll just chuck him in the appropriate spot, and that should be good. The one thing I am a little bit concerned about now in hindsight is I don't know if that crafter has the room for all of this. You know what I mean? Like we're putting quite a few in here. I'm trying to think of the better option. We could... I mean, I don't want this ore processing forever, so I guess in a way it's temporary. Or at least that's what I'll tell myself. Alright, anyhow, processing. All right, this has the dust. This also has only one extra spot. Brilliant. That's what you like to hear. So, I can either add something in there, for example, the unobtainium, or we get an alternative, right? So the ore hammer, can be used in any of these machines here. A workbench is one of them. A general workbench that works well with a processor, but can also be used standalone. Cool. There's also obviously crafting upgrades. There's some interesting crafters from Evil Craft. There's some integrated terminals that you can use. There's also this guy, the shapeless crafting with a mixer. In the past, I think this guy didn't use up the durability, but he definitely does now, or at least I've heard he does. We would need rotational energy, would need to speed it up and then chuck the basin. It's like that's an option. It's doable. He'd spin like crazy. All we'd have to do is put the hammer in and the stuff. Keep one hammer in there with a regulator and then just put any other resource we want in there. That's an option. That's on the table. Let's try this workbench. I like the idea of it. Workbench. Give it a shot. I don't know how it would work, but I guess we're about to find out. Okay, so we've got some wireless energy over here, so we can do a test run. Now it said something about a processor. So if I do @rf and then search processor, we've got some CPU's cores. The CPU core must be used in the processor to allow it to run programs. We've got some RAM chips, network cards, advanced network cards, and then this processor. The processor executes programs for automation. Programs should be written on a program card and can be made with the programmer block. So I would need card bases. This would need green dye. We're getting in pretty deep here into RF tools control. I don't know if it would do what I want it to do. You know what I mean? What do we really want here? What's happening? I think we just want to create spinny spin. That's just what we want. Let's be honest. It's all we want. So we're going to want a basin. So we'll go ahead and bookmark this guy. We're going to want a spinny spin, which is also known as a mixer, the mechanical variant. And then obviously, stuff to spin it. So we'll grab water wheel and then cogwheel galore. So one of you and one of you, but at the tenfold. All right, planks. Lots of work to do here. Can I get 100? Thank you. All right, we have to make a mixer or a whisk or whatever it was. We've got all of the stuff here. Obviously, we're going to hook it up over here, and it's going to be an absolute monstrosity. This guy will go there. He'll have the crafter on the side. He'll have a importer on the side as well. The mixer obviously above. This guy needs some cogwheel action that can be done like so. And we may actually make our way to the water, which is nice. You always love to see it. Place that there. Place that guy here. And then we've got water wheels. So I should be able to place these under one another. I don't know how many we need to get this guy running, but I figured I'd bring a few. Place that guy there. Cool. So these are hooked up, pretty much ready to go. Obviously, they're facing the wrong way compared to what we obviously think that we want. But I reckon we can still make it work. Yeah, I think we can. This is going to be a monstrosity, to say the least. But if we have this go all the way up, we'll also want the outsides here to go up. Arguably, a building gadget would be perfect here, but I'm too lazy to press the button to grab it out. So, check this out. You guys are going to learn today. I'm going to learn too, because I don't know what I'm doing. But we're all going to learn together. And it's going to be awesome. So, we've started at the top. In terms of how this water is going to flow, I think we're going to have one source block. And then that's going to go there. And it's already flowing now. Okay? So then what we do is we go down one. And we have that go here. And now that's flowing, a second one. We go down here. Now that's flowing, a second one. We go down here. That's now flowing the next one. We go down here. And that's all of them. They should all be receiving the water. Essentially. Right? They should all be getting rotational happening. Cool. And this is the speed at which we're going, which looks pretty good. I don't know if we can push that further, but I think I'm happy with it. I'll tell you what, I would like to push it further just to see if we could. You know what I mean? Because if we can, that's going to save us a lot of time, I'd imagine. If we can get this guy running just that little bit better. So, pick you up. Pick you up. We will attach a small there. And then we'll put a large here. And then we'll slap this guy on the side. And is he going to like that? That's obviously not how that works. 1 second. You there. No. You there. You there. And then you there. It works. Can we go further? Once again, I don't think we can, but I am willing to give it a shot for the greater good of humanity. So, obviously, that's going to go there, I think. You're going to be that, and then with that on top, you're going to go there with that. Right? Maybe? Basin. No, that's way too high. Hold on. Boom. Wait. Basin. Mixer. Okay, so that breaks. So that's too fast. Okay? Too fast. Too furious. So, I can attach to this guy right here. What does that mean for us? Well, it means that I would have to go up if I want to connect to it. Which, I mean, I guess we can do. It's not the end of the world. It's just kind of like, ugh. That's not where that goes. I swear I know how to play the game. Guys, please. You know me. You know me. I'm the guy that plays the game. Right? Alright, that's pretty fast. So I am happy with that. So we will obviously grab Crafter. Importer. I probably will grab an Ultra Importer. Just so that we can try to push for more ore hammers. I'm also going to just sacrifice our ore hammer. And we're just going to do... we are just going to do platinum ones. I think that is the play. Crafter should work there. You should work there. Obviously connected to cable. Yeah, that's wrong. I mean, it's fine that that's there, but I do actually want an exporter. I crafted the wrong thing, but we do need that. So it's the wrong thing, but it's the right thing. You know, it's there and it's not. I should also definitely add these to our requester, but once again, we're dealing with time at the moment. And by time, I mean laziness. I'm incredibly lazy. All right, boom, boom. He obviously needs regulator. He will also need crafting. Awesome. So both of those go in there. And then we will search ore, ore hammer. Platinum is our go-to guy. Cool. This guy can then receive these. So already, is there any in there? No. Maybe that's fine then. Maybe he'll let this one survive. I do want to see, if I repair this guy fully, will he then place it in there? Now that he's fully charged? No, he won't. Cool. Nice. I'll leave that as it is then. I don't want to have to worry about that stuff breaking. Cool. Okay, so while we're here, let's go ahead and automate platinum dust. So that's obviously going to be 2 of you and 1 of you. Brilliant. And then obviously patterns. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. So that works. What was the other thing that we needed? Great question. It was the recipe for the platinum ore hammer. And we can just chuck that in the base over here. So that shouldn't be a problem. Go ahead and lower our throttle as well on that guy. He's pretty fast. Okay. Ore hammer. What are you? Industry. Oh, I think that's my one I bookmarked. That makes sense. All right. Boom. You go there. Cool. Platinum block. You go there. Awesome. Sweet. That should be fine. All of that should be doable. So, that should have already begun, right? We should have an ore hammer in this guy over here. Now, we don't currently. Oh, we have it made, but he hasn't placed it in there. How weird. Recipe filter. Interesting. Yeah, it's empty. Nothing's in there. So, if I order platinum dust, if I order 10 of that. Oh. Oh, I think I need to tell this guy, hey, buddy. Buddy, the ore hammer, don't touch. No touchy. And it doesn't have to be exact. Just do not take it out. Which means it very well could be my mending one that ends up in there. All right. Platinum. You know what? Let's just grab a bunch of that and wait. How does this work? Hold on. So chuck you there. You go there. Drop that. And so this goes in. So it's a full stack that I placed in there. And it's done, allegedly. And then the hammer... The hammer doesn't have any durability taken out of it. Maybe it doesn't. I was told. I swear I was told that it didn't work. Okay. Oh, but this guy's just gonna... Oh, it's because it didn't do anything, because this guy took out all the dust. I need this guy... Oh my god, yeah. I need this guy to not take any dust. Can I just shift click these in? Oh my god. Yeah, okay. So I need to tell him, hey, none of that, none of that, none of that, and none of that. At least for now, right? Obviously, we'll have to add everything else later. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. So now... that makes sense. I think that does make sense. So now if I drop this stack in there... Now it shouldn't be taking that stuff out. I still feel like it is. Blacklist. Oh! Yeah, sorry, not the dust. Blacklist the actual... Yeah. My bad. So I need to put, yeah, actual platinum ore in there. Guys, I swear I know what I'm doing. I swear, guys. Boom. Yep, the raw platinum's there. We can watch it. And that's the rate at which it is transferring this. Oh. Yeah, okay. So what we're going to have to do is turn off that exact mode, because it's putting a fresh one in each time, which obviously we don't want. Okay. And it probably will put my... In fact, I think that is my mending one in there. It's fine. We can get mending elsewhere. It's not the end of the world. Alright, so this is the rate at which it will all duplicate. That is so slow. That is phenomenally slow. That is slow to the point of no return. This was not worth it. I regret doing this. Why? Why did we do this? This is horrible. Yeah, no, we're not ugh. No, I'm sorry. We're not doing that. No. 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 We were never here. We were never here. I mean, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to have even tried that. I'll be honest with you. What a disgraceful moment that was. Alright, there we go. We'll fix that up. Jeez. I honestly can't believe you guys let me do that. That was horrendous. Alright, let's grab a tier 3 crafter. Let's just do this properly. That was... Oh, God. I'm just disgusted. Disgusted with a lot of yous. Because it's all your faults. Right? Alright, slap. Alright, that one's my fault. Alright, slap this guy down. He's gonna need some power. Boom. He's got power. Awesome. He'll have one of those in him. That's pretty much all it needs anyway. I'll remember it regardless. We'll chuck 2 in. Remember that. Let's set this guy to have 2 as well. Why not? Hammer. Boom. 2 of those. Cool. So he's good to go. And now we just add in these recipes and they should also be good to go. So we'll chuck in the dust recipe. Set that to be that. How do we know if this works? And I always wonder, do I need to tell it to use a platinum ore hammer? No, I don't. Look at that. And if I change them to fast, even less do I. Alright, sweet. That is genuinely perfect though. So I'm going to just add the rest of these recipes. Make sure we set it to X to C and do that. Boom, 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 apply. Cool. And then obviously platinum is an important one as well. Platinum dust. This recipe here. Oh. We want to apply it over here. Sorry. Platinum dust. Don't want to overwrite the wrong thing. Cool. He's good to go. All the recipes are there. This guy's here. He's got platinum ore hammers. Bada bing, bada boom. The rest is history. This guy, none of that matters anyway, but it doesn't matter that it is there. Cool. Sweet. So, yeah, now if I search entangled blocks, as we tried to before, and order 10, I need to tell it to smelt the stuff. Which reminds me, you guys informed me that, yeah, this guy is our furnace. We already had him entangled. I've re-entangled him now over here. It doesn't matter. I don't think the entangled blocks have that much of an impact, but Thank you for reminding me. I genuinely completely forgot about its existence. All right, let's now go ahead and get these patterns made. So you, and of course you. By the way, you guys also let me know that apparently the builder that we've got, that recipe changed as well. So that now costs some Oldemodium nuggets. So you want to be grinding for that first Oldemodium ingot, or just farming the warden. So I reckon if you get some jetpack running and you just try to find a warden, kill that guy, get the Oldemodium ingot reward, and then don't make the builder first. I mean, you can if you want, but go into the mining dimension first and then make your builder. Just in case you somehow accidentally spend the wrong amount of stuff. You just want to make sure you're in that mining dimension because that's where all the well, that's where all the modium is, if we're being honest. All right, boom. Entangled blocks, 10, please. Oh yeah, I should also say, I don't think we made the recipe for ender chests. I think we just crafted a bunch of them. Yeah. So let's go ahead and well, that's done. Sweet. And on top of that, let's grab this. Let's go ahead and add our stuff to the system. Our obsidian. Because currently it's just not in our system. You know? Alright, so we'll come over here. This is, yeah, we're making the tube this time around. We've done the tower in the past. This is clearly the tube. Boom, boom. And then make sure we tell it, hey, extract only. Sweet. Awesome. We now have obsidian in the system. What's next? We are going to entangle this guy and hook him up for auto crafting over here, and then we can auto craft seeds and anything mystical related, I guess. So you'll go here, entangled. We've got a diamond crafter, perfect. You'll go there, sweet. And so he's ready to go, allegedly. So let's give it a shot, I guess. The first thing I want to do is let's search Infurium. Let's see if we can get Infurium seeds automated. Not that we'll use them right away. Oh, they're just a normal crafting recipe. How lame. Screw the seeds then. We'll just do the rest of this stuff. So we'll automate that. And then we'll automate these. Boom. Yeah. So I'm hoping that is all like that'll work. I'm pretty sure that will work, but obviously we need a test. Speed 3 will go there. In terms of essence, what do we have? We have some Prudentium. We could probably do with a little bit more if we want to craft that thing. Crystal. I mean, that should work, right? In fact, we've got better crystals. Oh, there's our quest. So we've got Prudentium, obviously. We can go ahead and update that, I guess, to what? Prudentium to tertium. I don't know how much of this stuff we need. I don't think we need a crazy amount. I think we need 4 of each. So we'll turn one of these back into that. Cool. And then we'll hold on to one and upgrade the rest into the blue stuff. And we only got 3. All right, that's fine. Right? Maybe you into 4 of that. Yeah, that's what we wanted. All right, cool. I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I can chuck these in. And shall we give it a shot? So we can at least go up to... We can't do this tier, but we can do this tier. So speed 2, augment. I should be able to order, and it should be able to craft all of them. And if we zip on over here, we should see that happening. Yeah, you can see it's working. We can check what items in each of them. So you can see, oh, yep, we've got sugar in all of these. We've got the base product over there. We don't have item extracting. I'm actually very lucky that this part here is perfect for having item extracting. We're also going to need blocks of redstone going all the way up there to keep these guys redstone powered. I didn't think about that either. But that works perfectly. So yeah. Or do I want a different thing extracting? Because my own... I would have to add filters, won't I? If I do item pipes.
I would have to have filters on every single thing.
We're not doing that. That we're not doing that. That would be absolutely excruciating. What's the option then? What do we do? With integrated dynamics, we can pull from one spot, but I would have to place a cable and an item interface on every single block. Is that a problem? Not necessarily, but then also for the filtering, I would have to use lists. And the problem is, like, this guy uses this guy, but this guy comes from that guy. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a loss-loss. I actually don't know. Honestly, this stuff might not be automatable. Like these speed augments, which isn't really a problem, but kind of is a problem, I guess. Okay. I'm really thinking, what else could I use? If I had some sort of filter where I almost need the opposite of a filter, right? Like I wanted to, I want a blacklist. Let's search pipe. We've got a lot of pipes. Got a B jar. Some storage controllers. I think integrated is just going to be the easiest. Let's go at integrated. So what that's going to look like is item interfaces, logic cables, and then a importer. Item importer. Possibly an exporter, to be honest. Importer. Exporter. This thing exports from the network. Yeah, that's what we want. We want it to export from the network. That makes perfect sense. Okay. Let me see if I can show you guys how this works. So we'll have a chest here. Item interface there. Cable here. Cable there. Cable here. Item exporter there. We will need some more item interfaces. Want to go there. So these guys, they just tell it, hey, you're in the network. Cool. So anything here is in the network. This guy here, if told what to take, will take. So for example, if I grab a variable card, a logic programmer, and prosperity seeds, we're probably going to have to do it with seeds. What I should be able to do is open this guy up. For an item, pick prosperity seeds and make that a card, right? Then go into not and simply just say not prosperity seeds are allowed through. And so it's not happy with that. The operator not received an input with type item 1 at position 1. Not. Can I say not prosperity? No, it needs to be a boolean. Okay. Not input any. Not equals. I think not equals works. Oh, why can't I think? I need it to be... Yeah, I just need it to be not this. And then not... What are you doing to me, mate? What's happening? Oh, actually, you know what? I think it's fine. I think we do the prosperity seeds, and I think in this guy we can tell it to be a blacklist, right? Export items, yeah. So we go here, and we say blacklist. So it's now going to blacklist the item I place in there, which will be prosperity seeds. And so anything that isn't prosperity seed gets taken out. Which obviously we're going to have to turn that off when we actually are trying to level this guy up. But if we were doing a proper seed recipe, which maybe we'll, for the sake of learning here, try to find an actual seed recipe that we can try to craft. Let's go ahead and press U on this and go in here. What's a nice seed that we could use? There's ice seed. I mean, all these seeds are great, aren't they? Wooden seeds, stone seeds. The bee seeds are fun. Earth seeds, pathing, absorption, fire, air. Okay. Let's do dirt seeds. Why not? We've got plenty of dirt. We've got plenty of Infurium. And we should have plenty of that stuff once I automate it. Boom. Automated. Alright, so seed recipe there, and then the other seed recipe in our processing plant. Processing plant, I say, as we look at this horrific monstrosity. Boom. So, and this should be pretty good. I'm also going to need blocks of redstone to power this guy. So we'll pick up that lever, and instead we'll have you there, oh, you there, and you there. Cool. And so, seeds, dirt seeds, I'm going to order a stack. No, I'm going to order a weird amount. Let's order 11 and see how it does that. So I've ordered 11. Okay. You may see a problem that has taken place.
It's just placed dirt everywhere.
I mean, you guys saw this coming. This is solvable two potential ways. One way is by using our input next set with a pulse, right? Where we check redstone in here after the items have left. We send in the next pulse and stuff. That's an option. That is an option. The other option is most recipes are just half seeds or, half something, half essence. So I could instead have pipes putting only essence into half of these chests and then everything else into the rest. And that would probably make sense as well. And to do that, we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And we would go ahead and pull that apart. That can attach. That's fine. We'll pull that apart. And then we'll come over here. Yep, that stuff can come apart as well. Sure, whatever. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 coming from another side. Right? So across here. We can do it. This won't take as long as, I don't know, I may have thought it would. So we'll set that guy to extract. You're going to get this guy. So we're going to add prosperity seeds, of course. Boom. We're going to submit this. But what we're actually going to do is edit it, and we want that to be a blacklist. So it's going to blacklist prosperity seeds. This side here is going to be a blacklist entirely. So blacklist seeds, all this other stuff probably doesn't matter. We're not going to automate it properly. But also blacklist essence. Now, what I should be able to do is use a tag. So if I press, I think, F3 and Q, and I open my chat, we can see a list of all the F3 commands. So what we want are advanced tooltips. So F3 and H. So F3 and H, and we have advanced tooltips shown. Now if I hover over this essence, we can see tags about it, right? So we can see what the item's called. So inferium _ essence, prudentium _ essence, and so forth. If I hold control, we get a lot more tags. Now what we're looking for is if there's something that combines both of these. And I think we can already see one that does, or at least, oh, that's weird. It's on this one, but it's not on the other one. This one has the tag mystical agriculture essences. This one doesn't. Why don't these have that? That seems really weird. Is there any other tag that we could use? Oh, that's actually annoying. I might have to individually blacklist each of these. I thought I could just pull a tag. I still might try that tag to see what it does. Oh, hold on. Add. I think I need to do hashtag mystical agriculture : essences. There we go. Oh, okay. So these have that tag. So all of the stuff that makes items has that essence tag. But for whatever reason, these ones don't. They don't share that same tag. I'm trying. Is there anything else there that could be used? I don't think so. All right, we'll just manually tag each of these, and so we'll add these in, and they'll obviously be blacklisted. So we'll add each of those, quick and easy. All right, we've added all of these essences to be blacklisted from the left side. Now from the right side, we're just going to add them all in to be whitelisted. So exact same thing, and they should work perfectly. All right, sweet. So they're all added. That should work. All I need to do now is honestly probably empty these and just start that recipe again, and we'll try it fresh. So jump in here, cancel that, As you can see, if we had a bunch, taking all the items out of them would be very annoying. Already, this is, you know, less than ideal, to say the least. Now, what you could do, I guess, if you really wanted to, is if you added integrated dynamics pipes to all of these and have item interfaces on all of them, right? You could use that for inputting stuff, sure, right? You could have the stuff export from this and go exactly as you did before. And then what you could do is, if you wanted to clear it all out, you could just have an importer on like a chest at the bottom and have it suck all the items out. I don't know. There's a few options. Boom, 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 boom. I hope this works. I knew there was something tricky, and that helps knowing that there was something. Because I was like, yeah, this feels like it was a little bit too easy. All right, let's try this again. Let's search seeds. Wait. Yeah, it's empty. All right, cool. And dirt seeds, and I will craft 11 of these now. Boom. And this should actually just instantly start. Okay. So far, not. Why is that? Oh, because this guy said to nearest first instead of round robin. My bad. Let's take those out. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I don't even know what it was. Hold on. What's 11 times 4? 44. Why'd they have to say that out loud? Oh, God. All right, 44. Boom. So they should split up perfectly. But hey, yeah, there you go. As you can see, that should work. If we need more and more, we'll just expand vertically, but that should do the trick. The final call now is, what do I want the floor to be? Because we can make it look nice. You know what I mean? Like, we can tidy this up quite well if I just think of what we want the floor to be. On top of that, I could grab out my changing gadget and we can make the floor look really nice. Do we want it to be some sort of wood? We could have it just be like oak planks, maybe. Not a bad idea. We could have it be oak connecting, whatever those are. Stripped oak logs. That's a fun one. Let's just do oak planks, I think. We'll just have oak planks. Just nice and cozy oak planks. How's that? Then we'll break this. We'll place these. Select it. And just sort of do that a bit as well. Especially in like the middle areas. Just get it nice and oaked up. And then we'll check at the end if everything was made correctly. I imagine it would be, but obviously we'll wait and see. Alright, well, we've got something here. I definitely wouldn't call it pretty. In terms of extracting, we actually have that as well. Cool. 11 dirt seeds. Ta-da! I would say mission success. Automated mystical agriculture. Perfect. Let's go ahead and order some more seeds just so that we can, you know, see them craft, I guess. And watch them pop in. I think that'll make for a nice thumbnail, maybe. Yep, that should be good. Was that everything? I think that is. I'm quite happy with it. We've got most of the stuff automated. We've got, you know, all the Modium stuff running. We've already got 1,000 unobtainium. That is ridiculous. That guy's not even fully upgraded. Whew. Okay. Sweet. Let's also, while we're at it, just double check a few things. For example, how's this guy going in terms of storage? We're not doubling up on anything, are we? No, it doesn't look like it. We've still got about 6 mil. We're just 6 mil cobble up there, which is crazy. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Unobtainium is climbing the ranks. And then we're also getting a bunch of Greg Tech stuff, which is pretty cool. I think we are. Yeah, a little bit. Cool. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Hopefully you're having fun. Thank you, of course, to our donators and channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzi, Andre, and Final Phoenix 13. Thank you guys. Don't feel pressured to donate, but thank you to those of you that have. And we have some Robert Law. Part 29. Chapter 22, Beginnings Must Come to an End. The beginning of Robert's story shocked people from all across the world. From millions blocks away in different dimensions and even different mod packs, Robert's story is still being told. All miniature civilizations, villages, continue to tell Robert's story in different languages too. But all great things must come to an end. Robert will not. No, he will become a great phoenix like he once used to be. Do not doubt, killing Robert makes him stronger. Every day makes him stronger. Do not sacrifice his body for food, as he will come back to haunt your soul. The end is near. As more time passes, we see people change, and we even see the world change. It's a shame this story grew strong. I really don't have any other words, so this is goodbye. From Golden47. Thanks for letting me have this amazing adventure. Robert will always live in the souls of others. The end. I'll try my best to hop onto any mod pack with some others, but I'm not having fun on ATM. The bigger heartbreaker. And again, thank you. Remember me. Well, it was a pleasure. It was... it is devastating that the sugarcane monster from the depth has taken off your ATM base, but it has been a pleasure. In terms of Robert, well, there we go. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Hold on. What do we have? Where's a good spot for this? Ta-da! Alright, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys have had fun. Thank you again for the Robert stories. They've been pretty fun. It was quite a surprise when we got the first few showing up in the series, and then it followed us through a few different milestones, I guess, through all the different mod packs we've been playing as of recent. And yeah, it was lots of twists and turns, to say the least. And RIP my homie, the first Robert that was there. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.